Hi, I'm Corey Joe, WeCJ, and welcome to Commander class. In today's class, we will be talking about fetch lands. When it comes to fetch lands, they are very useful but quite expensive. There are three main reasons people usually put fetch lands in their decks. One of the reasons is there is one less card in your library, so you are more likely to get the cards you need. The second one, it is technically a free shuffle, because it's one of those things where if you have it on the field and you choose not to use it and you just keep drawing cards that are not really you want to play, or for late game, or for just the cards you don't need at that moment, you can then tap it, sack it, get the land you need, and have a free shuffle. And the main reason they used is if you need one of the coloured pips that a fetch land gets you, you then get that land. So it's one of those things where if you have 5 blue pips and 5 red pips, however the 5 are at the bottom of your deck for somehow because you don't know how to shuffle, you now get one of those 5, which will help you then mana fix your game. So when it comes to this video, I will be going over 6 sets, well technically 5 and then a miscellaneous set with fetch lands in them, explaining what they do and how to use them and the best kind of way you can use them when it comes to the thing. So there is 5 main sets and then a 6 miscellaneous set, which is kind of just fetch lands that have been reprinted in multiple sets or have been released in one set but there's only one version of them, so I just grouped them all together into miscellaneous. So the 5 sets I'll be going over is Mirage, Onslaughter, Shards of Alara, Zendikar, and New Capenna. So these, when it comes to these 5, are completely different sets that have roughly 5 of each card when it comes to the fetch land they need in each one. So I'll be starting off with Mirage. The first ones I'll be going over is Mirage. There's 5 in total. They all enter tapped, they're all uncommon, and they help you get one of the 2 lands you need and are very good in dual decks. And I'll be going over them now. Floodplain. It's a land that's an uncommon. Floodplain enters the battlefield tapped. Tap it, sack Floodplain, search your library for a plains or island card and put it on the battlefield, then shuffle. Bad River. It's a land that's an uncommon. Bad River enters the battlefield tapped. Tap it, sacrifice Bad River, search your library for an island or a swamp card and put it on the battlefield, then shuffle. Rocky Tar Pit. It's a land that's an uncommon. Rocky Tar Pit enters the battlefield tapped. Tap it, sacrifice Rocky Tar Pit, search your library for a swamp or mountain card and put it on the battlefield, then shuffle. Mountain Valley. It's a land that's an uncommon. Mountain Valley enters the battlefield tapped. Tap, sacrifice Mountain Valley, search your library for a mountain or forest card and put it on the battlefield, then shuffle. Grasslands. It's a land that's an uncommon. Grasslands enters the battlefield tapped. Tap it, sacrifice Grasslands, search your library for a forest or plains card and put it on the battlefield, then shuffle. The next ones I'll be going over are the Onslaught cards. They're pretty much the same as the Mirage ones, however they do not enter tapped. They are all rare, but there is a downside where you have to pay 1 life, which I would personally rather do than enter tapped, because life is a resource. So they're the same colours, they tap, so you get to use them right away. You pay the life and you get one of the 2 lands you need. And here they are on screen now. Flooded Strand. It's a land that's a rare. Tap, pay 1 life, sacrifice Flooded Strand, search your library for a plains or island card and put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Polluted Delta. It's a land that's a rare. Tap, pay a life, sacrifice Polluted Delta, search your library for an island or swamp card and put it into the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Bloodstained Mire. It's a land that's a rare. Tap, pay a life, sacrifice Bloodstained Mire, search your library for a swamp or mountain card and put it on the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Wooded Foothill. It's a land that's a rare. Tap, pay a life, sacrifice Wooded Foothills, search your library for a mountain or forest card and put it on the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Windswept Heath. It's a land that's a rare. Tap, pay a life, sacrifice Windswept Heath, search your library for a forest or plains card and put it on the battlefield, then shuffle your library. So the third one I'll be going over are the Shards of Alara. There is 5 of them in total and these lands are absolutely amazing. They all tap for a waste. However, when you tap 1 and sack it, you're allowed to get 1 of 3 choices, which is really good. But the best thing about these lands is because it's not a colour pip and just says the name of the land you can get, you can put this in a dual or monocolored deck. You just can't get the 3rd land because there should not be one in your deck. So if this is the first Commander class you've seen and you don't know what a shard is, I have talked about shards in a previous class, so go watch that. And I will be going over all 5 shards of Alara on screen now. Bant Panorama, it's a land that's an uncommon, tap, add a waste. Tap 1, tap it, sacrifice Bant Panorama, search your library for a basic forest, plains or island card and put it on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Esper Panorama, it's a land that's an uncommon, tap to add a waste. Tap 1 in it, sacrifice Esper Panorama, search your library for a basic plains, island or swamp card, put it into the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Grixis Panorama, it's a land that's an uncommon, tap, add a waste, tap 1 in it, sacrifice Grixis Panorama, search your library for a basic island, swamp or mountain card, put it on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Jund Panorama, it's a land that's an uncommon, tap, add a waste or tap 1 in it, sacrifice Jund Panorama, search your library for a swamp, mountain or forest card, put it into the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Naya Panorama, it's a land that's an uncommon, tap, add a waste, tap 1 in it, sacrifice Naya Panorama, search your library for a basic mountain, forest or plains card, put it on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. The next ones I'll be going over are the Zendikar fetch lands. There's 5 of them in total, and it seems to be they are the enemy version of the Onslaught cards. So they do the exact same, however you get the choice of the enemy guilds, which because of these there is now all allied and all enemies, so all 10 lands are available if you ever want to put all 10 in a deck. However, that deck has to be Wulberg, and here are the Zendikar lands on screen now. Marsh Flats, the land that's a rare, tap, pay your life, sacrifice Marsh Flats, search your library for a plains or swamp card, put it into the battlefield, then shuffle. Scalding Tarn, it's a land that's a rare, tap, pay 1 life, sacrifice Scalding Tarn, search your library for an island or mountain card, put it on the battlefield, then shuffle. Verdant Catacombs, it's a land that's a rare, tap, pay 1 life, sacrifice Verdant Catacombs, search your library for a swamp or forest card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Arid Mesa, it's a land that's a rare, tap, pay a life, sacrifice Arid Mesa, search your library for a mountain or plains card, put it on the battlefield, then shuffle. Misty Rainforest, it's a land that's a rare, tap, pay 1 life, sacrifice Misty Rainforest, search your library for a forest or island card, put it on the battlefield, then shuffle. We are now on my personal favourite ones. There's 5 of them at total. It's the new Capenna ones. When they enter the battlefield, they instantly get sacked. You get a choice of 1 of 3 lands, and they enter tapped. That is the only downside, but you also gain 1 life, so it's really good. The main reason I absolutely love these is in landfall decks, you pretty much instantly get 2 landfall triggers because it plays, it sacks itself, you instantly get 1 tapped. So that's 2 landfall triggers you get from that 1 land. And you also get a life. And I'll be going through all 5 of them now. Bronca's Hideout, it's a land that's a common. When Bronca's Hideout enters the battlefield, sacrifice it. When you do, search your library for a basic forest, plains or island card and put it on the battlefield tapped. Then shuffle and you gain 1 life. Cabaretti Courtyard, it's a land that's a common. When Cabaretti Courtyard enters the battlefield, sacrifice it. When you do, search your library for a basic mountain, forest or plains card and put it on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. You gain 1 life. Mestro's Theatre, it's a land that's a common. When Mestro's Theatre enters the battlefield, sacrifice it. When you do, search your library for a basic island, swamp or mountain card and put it on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle and you gain a life. Obscura Storefront, it's a land that's a common. When Obscura Storefront enters the battlefield, sacrifice it. When you do, search your library for a basic plains, island or swamp card and put it on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle and you gain a life. Riveteer's Overlook, it's a land that's a common. When Riveteer's Overlook enters the battlefield, sacrifice it. When you do, search your library for a basic swamp, mountain or forest card, put it on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle and you gain a life. We're on the miscellaneous ones. There is a few of them, so this is going to be the longest part I'm reading out. However, 2 of the lands are my personal favourite. I absolutely love these lands. Can you guess which 2 I absolutely love? In the comments down below. And I'll be going through all the miscellaneous ones now. Thorwing Glaciers is a land that's a common, comes into play tapped, tap 1 in it, search your library for a basic land card and put it into play tapped. This does not count towards your 1 land per turn limit. Shuffle your library afterwards. At the end of turn, return Thorwing Glacial to its owner's hand. Blighted Wonderland, it's a land that's an uncommon, tap, add 1 mana to your mana pool. Tap 3 in a green and tap it, sacrifice Blighted Woodland, search your library for up to 2 basic land cards and put them on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. Myriad Landscape, it's a land that's an uncommon. Myriad Landscape enters the battlefield tapped, tap, add 1 mana to your mana pool, tap 2 and it, sacrifice Myriad Landscape, search your library for up to 2 basic land cards that share a land type, put them on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. Maze's End, it's a land that's a mythic. Maze's End enters the battlefield tapped, tap, add 1 mana to your mana pool, tap 3 and it, return Maze's End to its owner's hand, search your library for a gate card and put it on the battlefield, then shuffle your library. If you control 10 or more gates with different names, you win the game. Fabled Passage is a land that's a rare. Tap, sacrifice Fabled Passage, search your library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. Then if you control 4 or more lands, untap that land. Croson's Verge, it's a land that's an uncommon. Croson's Verge enters the battlefield tapped, tap, add 1 colourless mana to your mana pool, tap 2 and it, sacrifice Croson's Verge, search your library for a forest card and a plains card and put them on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. Prismatic Vista, it's a land that's a rare. Tap, pay 1 life, sacrifice Prismatic Vista, search your library for a basic land card and put it on the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Terminal Moraine, it's a land that's an uncommon. Tap, add 1 colourless mana to your mana pool, tap 2 and it, sacrifice Terminal Moraine, search your library for a basic land card and put it on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. Evolving Wilds, it's a land that's a common. Tap, sacrifice Evolving Wilds, search your library for a basic land card and put it on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. Warped Landscape, it's a land that's a common. Tap, add a waste to your mana pool, or tap 2 and it, sacrifice Warped Landscape, search your library for a basic land card and put it on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. Flagstones of Trokar, it's a legendary land that is a rare. Tap, add white to your mana pool. When Flagstones of Trokar is put into your graveyard from play, you may search your library for a plains card and put it in the battlefield tapped. If you do, shuffle your library. Terramorphic Expanse is a land that's a common. Tap, sacrifice Terramorphic Expanse, search your library for a basic land card and put it into play tapped, then shuffle your library. And now you know all the fetch lands in Magic the Gathering. Next class we'll be going on to dual lands, and dual lands are the most expensive lands you can get in Magic the Gathering, but they are absolutely broken, and I'll be going through them all in next week's class. But as always, let me know which is your favourite fetch land in the comments down below. Remember to like, subscribe, follow and all that good stuff. Share my social media and all of that. And I'm also still promoting my Patreon, so please go have a look at my Patreon. Every little helps. Please share that around too, because I would like my channel to grow and start a really cool Magic the Gathering community. But as I always say, I will see you in the next video. And if you like this video, last week we talked about bounce lands, and there's also an entire playlist of Commander class going on to our 21st episode soon, so please go and enjoy.